Mike Beerer, and I'm out on the ground as a volunteer organizer in the community. And in the last couple of years, things have gone like this in the amount of people that want to volunteer and help. And we've made great inroads at the U of A to get more U of A people involved. They just talked to somebody at Eller the other day. They want to give me hundreds of volunteers. And I'm already involved in TUSD. I worked at 25 schools last year, working with foster kids out cleaning up messes on 36th Street that nobody will touch. I mean, just free work. This is a whole school getting involved. 300 kids saying we're going to go work on school time. So Tucson is rolling. We're getting people involved. So what can we do with all this? Part of the coding data is about weeds, trash, graffiti, messes that a lot of people just, it's getting reported and it's piled up, it's pending, it's not getting dealt with. So we want to help, we can get volunteers to help even clean this stuff up. So hearing the buzz out here, we can see apps, a forum where people are clicking and showing pictures, and people can get in there and say, we'll take care of this. We can start to marry the workers with the needs faster. I was at Ward 6 office last week with the aides there, Molly and Diana, and they say the number one problem that people are calling them with couch on my street, mess here, they need help. We're getting the helpers ready. I've got some teams lined up this fall who want to do this already. So we need coders. Help us build this forum, help us improve the data entry and use so we can get even kids involved at school. They might even become the police forces that go out and begin to look through their neighborhoods. And we want to educate the public in all this because we can help get the word out how to even, why you should clean your own property. We've done that. We've given a flyer where we're going to clean up in our neighborhood. And people sometimes will just clean it up because, oh, we need to clean our house. It works. We can get more people involved. So help, and thank you. I'll be around. And if you like any of this stuff, thank you.
Yeah, good job.
This is Mike, and our team is about, we're going to show a little history to show build up to where we are today to actually help you see the future from that history explode. This the thing we worked on about getting the city's information. Our team is myself and Dawn, who actually has done a lot of work to get the city code violation information out to the neighborhoods. And Alex has been our main temp. So we did a lot of our coding, and also helping Derek with a lot of our presentation and just helping with Alex. And Elliot is not here. So anyway, this was all birthed a few years ago, this idea that we're a city, we need to work more as a city, and Tucson has an identity. We're a beautiful valley at the base of the mountains. That's beautiful. It should look great, but we noticed that it doesn't always look nice. So we started to go after messes like this one. Right away we noticed this in front of a school and an overgrown sidewalk in front of the school. And so we started to rally volunteers and get vision to take care of this kind of stuff. And bingo, we went to work, cleaned that up, even got that water leak stopped there. And then it went on and on. We've done a lot of projects, and next we just noticed things all over the city. We want to help people see things like this, like millions of dollars of investment on one side of the street, and on the other side of the street, buffalo grass, and a mesquite tree growing on a 5-lane street in our city. So we wanted to help get awareness about all this, get more people involved. Bingo, take pictures, record it, get people out taking care of it. I showed this to some UA people, and it was gone within 3 days. So people will take action if they know what's going on next. We're getting students involved, children at schools, high schools. They want to work. This is a wash next to Lawrence Elementary School in the Southwest. There's a lot to do out there. The kids want to work. We can get them involved in this whole process. Next. Amphi High School, Wiener Schnitzel on Oracle, right here. Horribly ugly vacant lot with garbage in that corner you wouldn't go near, where people do all kinds of stuff. Girls high school softball field. Imagine this whole thing. We cleaned this up last March, working with Amphi High School and a number of volunteers from the U of A, with the city's dumpster and bingo. So we're getting things going, and we can see all this going forward. And there you just saw this U of A volunteers ready to work. All these people are ready to work. And this year we see the volunteers just going boom, and we're ready. So today, what we work on, the future, we want to get more people involved, reporting and taking care of stuff. And so, and also the city's overloaded. They aren't able to keep up sometimes with all the reports and getting things taken care of. So more involvement from everyone. And so bingo, here we are with Alex. Take it over here to show us how this works.
The intermediate piece to this is that the city, of course, has a function dealing with managing code violations that are reported by the city, by citizens in the city. And their central operation has 18 inspectors that go out and look at reported violations of trash, of weeds, of a whole range of things that really make our community look bad in many different places. So here's a bunch of volunteers interested in fixing that, And here's a function in the city that already is working, but they're on a complaint basis. So what's the linkage between these two things? It's possible that some of the reported violations can be dealt with by the volunteers that are available through Mike's operation. And so there are several variations on that theme, but part of it is looking at what's already reported. So the app that we're talking about here, one of the functions would be if you had a handheld device, you were walking down the street, you could see whether there are open code violations on either side of the street or in a vicinity of where you are. So if you see a problem at a property, you'll know whether it's already been reported to the code violation people or not. Another part of this could be if the inspectors that go out and look at these places listen to the owner of the place and find that it's a little old lady who doesn't have enough resources to fix the problem, the inspector could make this known to the volunteer people, and they would be percolated to the top of the list for assistance from volunteers to clean this up. And that might short-circuit the process. Another part of it is some of these problem properties could be noted by the volunteers themselves as they're going around fixing the problem and keeping that issue out of the code violation process in the first place. In other words, being the front end on cleaning up the community before the code violation process actually happened. So the app that we've got starts in that place. So
basically, we wanted to create an app to help volunteers find the code violations, add pictures of the violations, and just be organized, and be able to either report violations, see where they are, and track progress of which violations are getting fixed and which ones are not getting fixed. So this is just a really rough prototype, but eventually it'll be location aware and be able to find the violations.
Yeah, this is a real place. This is a reported violation in the city's codes and all that.
This is an actual violation.
It's a real place. We took a picture of it, and there it is. So anyway,
the data is now available and will be out on the city's data.gov, Tucson.gov spot. Like the TPD incident. The code data is out there as of a month ago. We finally negotiated the access to that information from the code violation folks. So that's out there, and there's 8 or 10 fields of information about each code violation, what its status is, and so forth. And that's the source for some of this information.
This is another thing that would be a part of the Tucson API.
Right now, it's just in a big zip file and a big comma-separated text file, and it would be awesome if they would use that data to put it in the database, and we could access it through their API, and other programmers could access this through their API as well.
Or an IPA.
I'll take it.